Welcome to another edition of 42 straight years, Volume 1, Part 29. Last night, me and my old lady, we went to get some gas at the 7-Eleven on Illinois, and I had to touch me a crackhead up. I was in the store talking to the owner, asking him, damn, man, you can't run these fuckers off? He said, man, I try. I call the police, they won't even make them leave. He said, man, ain't nothing I can do. So one of them had my old lady, looked like he was getting aggressive talking to her. So I come out the store, no questions asked. I took off on his funk ass. I took off with him with the quickness. He fell down. I put the Jordans on his ass. It just so happened, it was a Dart police also parked. I didn't see the son, bitch. It was too late. He hit the siren, came on over, investigating. And the store owner, he spoke in my behalf. So yeah, this guy comes here all the time. He don't bother nobody. And he was out there messing with his old lady. So the police officer asked me, do I want to file charges? I said, no, man. I don't want him in loose stirrup. I want his ass parked in hospital to hell with all the bullshit. And I don't want no charges filed. So police say, well, you ain't got to do no report or nothing. He ran the ass off. And me and her finished getting our gas and drove off. That's the saga of Dallas crackheads. I had to put my gun to work. It wasn't time for no talking and negotiating. It's time for action. Anyway, I got my shank. I had it then. I let the poor fucker make it. Could have chopped his motherfucking ears off. That's what I should have did. But I really feel sorry for the worthless motherfuckers, and it ain't worth me going back to prison. It ain't even worth it. But I had to do something. This woman got a 40 in her damn purse. It won't use the motherfucker. Got a license for it. Texas got stand your ground law. You do not have to run in Texas. Anybody invade your space, you can shoot his motherfucking ass. She won't do shit. Got the gun right in her fucking purse. I said, I'll be damned. If that was me, open and carry, no felony conviction, he'd be a dead man. Running all up on me like he gonna take my damn money, but she wouldn't shoot. I gotta train her a little bit better because she ain't got it. She do not have it. Anyway, the name of this segment is I Am a Murder. I'm gonna be reading from my notes. It was less than a week until Christmas, 1984, and less than half an hour until midnight in Greenwood, a town in the northwest corner of Louisiana, about 15 miles from the Texas border. Late enough to make a knock on the door unusual and just a little concerning. When Johnny Moore heard the knock on the front door of his house on Rice Road, he turned on the outside light to see a young man he knew and two young women he didn't know. The man was 20-year-old Toby Lynn Williams, a local guy who carried out some casual work for the Moores at their recreational vehicle business. It was a little late for Toby to be calling around about work opportunities, Johnny thought. He was right, too. Johnny was there to rob them. Williams had a .357 Magnum pistol. Unfortunately for everyone, the robbery did not go as planned. The Moores only had $11 in cash in the house. So Williams took Johnny's bank card and left to try and steal money from the nearest ATM. But he could not work the machine. Now back at the house, Toby began robbing the Moores of their possession with his two female accomplices. He decided that he would have to kill 25-year-old Johnny Moore as well as Deborah Moore, his wife, and Johnny Jr., their 3-year-old son. Near naked and shivering and terrified, they were ordered to perform intercourse because Toby Williams had never seen white people fuck. They refused. William shot Deborah, and the bullet went through her into Johnny. Deborah died, and Johnny was left for dead. Johnny later went to a nearby house for help. 4 hours later, Toby Lynn Williams was arrested. He was charged with kidnapping and capital murder. Williams was found guilty of kidnapping and murder with a deadly weapon and sentenced to death. He would spend 7 years on Texas death row. His sentence was downgraded to life in prison. His opportunity for his parole was in 2004. He is presently incarcerated at the Beto unit. Now, this guy done had allegedly a hell of a transformation in prison. He's a model inmate, participated in all the prison programs, no disciplinary. What do the audience think? That this man should be given a second chance? He was 20 years old at the time the crime occurred. Do you think his length of the time that he spent incarcerated, reflect on the brutality that he committed during the crime? You think he actually paid society a debt to society? Should he be released back into society with capital murder? In Texas, it's bad enough now being granted parole. It's hard to make parole, even if you don't have a murder case. But if you have a capital case, or you're a mass murderer, or you killed a cop, or you was a serial rapist, your chance of getting out of Texas prison now is slim to none if you have a life sentence. Back in the day, they was letting these guys out. They was not serving no 30 and 40 years in Texas prison. Now, it's so many guys been there past 20 years, it's a damn shame. And I can name 10 guys off the top of my head who are still incarcerated, and they've been locked up longer than I was. They're still there. They're just the ones that I know of. They're not granting parole. Now, each one of these guys, he's either a mass murderer or he killed a police officer, and he's still incarcerated. Do the length of time that a guy served, should that be considered to mitigate the crime, or should he remain in prison the rest of his life? In the comment section, you guys let me know what you think about this. Me, I look at it like this. I've seen a lot of violent guys, the majority of whom, they are not violent in prison. I never could understand that. You did all this shit on the outside, but when you get in here, ain't no 357 Magnums in here. They ain't got no 40s, no 9mm. Now you a passive son of a bitch. You ain't about shit. That show you then you wasn't about shit when you committed the crime. If them people could have fought back, you would have folded then. But you catch a person unarmed, you got a gun, they don't want to get shot, especially the man had his wife and kid. He might would have tried him if he got his wife and 2 kids, a little baby. I'll admit it, that part. There was a 6-month-old baby there also. Now the kids didn't get hurt, but the wife, she lost her life. Now, it's some guys on death row who are remorseful for their crime, but do that really change anything? Some people only hate they got caught. That's the sad part of it. They don't give a shit about hurting someone. They hate to get caught. And that's what they're remorseful for. Hey, I was dumb enough to get caught. And this really was a dumb criminal. He's on the outside and don't even know how to work a damn ATM machine. That's pitiful. Most criminals think they're the smartest motherfuckers in the world anyway. Once I was in the master's degree program at the University of Houston, and they were short on courses. So I took a course in criminology just to get the credit. Man, the thing they teach you in criminology, then you understand why FBI think the way they do, why the educated wardens think the way they do. They teach you in criminology. Most criminals think they the smartest motherfuckers in the world. And I would notice that in prison. All them guys think they are so intelligent. Most of them are functionally illiterate or just straight up illiterate. And they love to argue and debate different things, even though they don't have knowledge of it. They can't stand to see another guy being correct. Like one day I seen a hell of a fight start because one guy said it was 7 continents and the other guy argued it was 6. So they brought me into the picture. I'm listening at this bullshit. I don't want to be involved in it. They said, hey, this man got a college education. Ask him how many continents there are. So I named all the continents. Then he said, no, man, that's bullshit. Antarctica ain't no continent. And then they argued, then the fight started. And I got pissed off because he got to talking shit sideways at me. Man, all these motherfuckers think they know every damn thing. So they bring me into the picture. I go get my iron gloves and I got to tap his ass up a little bit. But this motherfucker actually believed it was 6 continents. I said, you just going to omit the 7. It don't even exist. That big ass land mass, it don't even exist. You know, I done ran into all kind of guys. I stopped correcting them. I hear them talking about a subject. I be saying, damn, these dudes wrong as hell. I don't say nothing. I just let them talk. They used to try to bring me, hey, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. That's between y'all, man. Y'all sell it and work it out. Go to the library and look it up in an encyclopedia. Anyway, enough ranting and raving. I got the shank. Ain't nothing changed but the name. Be ready to ride at a moment's notice. I thought I was going to have to call you guys, but I took care of business at the 7-Eleven. I didn't need no help. I didn't have to pull the shank on him. I just boxed him real good and took his ass out with a couple body shots. I would look at him and say, this motherfucker been on the streets. He ain't in no physical shape. He ain't ready for nobody. I went to his motherfucking body. That really put his ass down. And I put the Jordans on him. It's over with. Eating nothing but a wrap. Easy work. Y'all have a nice day. Like and subscribe. I may come back later on with another one. I can't guarantee it. I'm going to be out and about today. I appreciate you watching, and all my commenters, man, I enjoy you guys in the comment section. Yeah, the reason I changed the name, I didn't want to, I wanted to avoid copyright infringement. It's just a matter of time for some asshole gonna holler about, hey, I had that name before you infringed on my subscribers and my views, so I just went ahead and changed it. Y'all have a nice day.